All right. Well, the NFL head coaching jobs are slowly but surely getting filled up. The Giants, the latest team to nab their guy, Brian Daboll, former Bills offensive coordinator. There's been a few hirings the last few days, but still a ton of openings relative to last year. Every job had been filled by this time last year, so relatively slow hiring cycle for the NFL. But it seems like in the next 2 weeks or so, every team's going to have their man. I'm going to break down everything going on with the stories, talk about the openings still available, some of the hirings I like, some of the hirings I don't really love. But if you could first like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. It really helps the channel out a lot. Share this video with your friends. We are growing like crazy. All right, from the top, Bills offensive coordinator Brian Daboll is going to be the newest head coach of the New York Football Giants. This reunites him with new Giants GM Joe Schoen, who was also from Buffalo. So they're bringing a little actual football from New York to the Giants. They play in New Jersey, not really a New York team. They're trying to build what they have from in Buffalo, a perennial NFL powerhouse. Now, kind of a similar quarterback, Daniel Jones, a less talented Josh Allen, but still kind of the same skill set, runner, passer type of guy. Daniel Jones loves to run. He's done a little bit better with those fumbles. It may change a little bit coming off a neck injury, but I love this hire for the New York Giants. Brian Daboll showed he was a great head coach, carved up the Patriots defense, carved up the Chiefs defense in the playoffs, just fell a little bit short for them. So really great get for the New York Giants. Some other coaching hirings. Matt Eberflus, the defensive coordinator for the Indianapolis Colts, going to the Bears. Don't love that hire for the Bears. You have a young quarterback in Justin Fields. You really, really should want to go offensive to form a, cohesive, nurturing group right there. But they're going to go defense. It's the Bears. It's a poverty franchise. What else is new? Broncos also nabbed their guy, Nathaniel Hackett, offensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers. He's going to be the Denver Broncos' new head coach. Could we be seeing an Aaron Rodgers reunion in Denver now? Aaron Rodgers very high on Nathaniel Hackett. Very, very interesting stuff there. Also, the Jacksonville Jaguars fired their GM, bringing in Byron Leftwich, also bringing in Adrian Wilson from the Cardinals to run their organization there. So another great hire by the Jags. I love Byron Leftwich, also great head coaching hire. Let's just look at some of these jobs here. So we had those jobs. Obviously have the Giants on here. Don't have the Jags on here. Saints job open. Sean Payton just stepped away. They're really behind the 8 ball on this. Everybody else is pretty much picking away their guys. Still some good candidates out there for the Saints, but they're really behind everybody else. Minnesota Vikings, that coaching search is starting to get a little bit interesting. A couple of new names popping up with that. I'm about to break that down in a second here. Miami Dolphins also, their man was supposedly Brian Daboll. He's now out. Expect Kellen Moore. It was reported Kellen Moore was not going to get a head coaching offer. I think Kellen Moore is going to be the guy in Miami here. They're going to give him the keys to the castle if he agrees to keep the defensive staff. They like their defensive staff. They think they're really close. Very interesting move for the Dolphins. Gets a young quarterback in Tua, trying to make this fix. Houston Texans, their guy, their only finalist right now is Josh McCown. Is getting a lot of pushback around the league. Not any really NFL coaching experience from McCown. Journeyman quarterback, was great in the quarterback room. Everyone has high things to say about him. Seems to be the favorite for Houston right now. An interesting side. I know people push back after only giving David Culley 1 year, but David Culley was always a stop-back guy. Hey, if McCown's your guy, McCown's your guy. You got to risk it to get the biscuit sometimes. Vegas Raiders, also interesting. They were linked to John Harbaugh for Michigan, but not happening, it seems like. Josh McDaniels now the front runner, or Gerard Mayo. So two Patriots guys. There's some Patriots connections with the Vegas Raiders there. So I would expect Josh McDaniels to get this head coaching job, his final shot in the NFL to be a head coach. Interesting move for the Raiders here. Now the Vikings job has gotten interesting. They just hired a new general manager, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah from Cleveland. He has some very interesting background, ties with Frisco and Princeton guy. The Vikings are now interviewing defensive coordinator Pat Graham, who was up for the Giants head coaching job but didn't get it. Interesting move here. They're trying to stick together. Cam went to Princeton, so that's the ties there. Also recently linked to Harbaugh himself. There has been communication between the two camps, so very, very interesting move here. Another favorite, DeMeco Ryan, the defensive coordinator for the 49ers. Mike McDonald, the offensive coordinator for the 49ers. There's your connection right there. And I believe they have one more. Who's there? One more. Oh, Raheem Morris and Kevin O'Connell, both Rams coordinators. So that seems to be the finalists for the Vikings there. I'd really be interested to see Harbaugh here. Harbaugh will be a very interesting fit with a veteran team. You saw what he did with Alex Smith. You see what he does with Kirk Cousins, man. Could be a very interesting move there. I would love that hire for the Vikings. Things getting very interesting around the league. The Saints are behind the 8 ball the most, I think, being behind. Eric Bieniemy still out there. Now, the word is he has become a bit, there's been a lot of controversy rumors on why he's not getting a job. The word is he had a terrible, terrible interview, very unprepared, very uncoordinated, very unable to, what's the word I'm looking for? Articulate his plan. There you go. I couldn't articulate what I wanted to articulate. Articulate his plan for teams moving forward. So that's his problem. He also has some serious rap sheet, credible allegations against him. He's banned from his alma mater, the University of Colorado. So maybe not the guy you want to put as the front of your organization. Andy Reid did help spell some rumors that he wasn't calling plays. Andy Reid said he has been calling plays this year. So could help for them. Could be the move for the Saints there. It's a lot of interesting stuff. Again, a very slow hiring cycle for the NFL, but I expect the next 2 weeks everybody to have a new head coach here. Very exciting stuff for these teams while they're all off on the offseason. And time for these teams that are getting all their coordinators plucked to rebuild, reload. There's always a fresh group of new coordinators that can dial it up. Again, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and I'll see you all tomorrow.